What's up, Blue Chips? Welcome to Monday morning. Today is November 4th. Don't really have much to say just yet, except that we are live this morning. We got our DOS platform up and running, so thanks to CMake for getting that done this morning. And so let's just run the intro. All right, so as I am glorified in my victory, apparently, over Kevin Avery, that he is allowing me the honor of. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. Stayed up last night watching the Ravens kick the Patriots' ass. That was beautiful. Ugh, love it. I got a little scared. They kept, every time we would score or something like that, we got up 17-0. And I even told my brother, because we were watching the game together, kind of, sort of. And I was like, if we can get a 3-and-out here, 17-0, have the chance to go down and score again, this game might just be out of reach. Like, how amazing would that be? And then we frickin' get the 3-and-out, and then the dude fumbles the punt at the 20, and they score. And the whole time we were scoring, going up 17-0, Bill Belichick is over there just like, he doesn't even look phased. He's just writing little notes in his little notepad, and that's scary. Like, this guy's showing no emotion. He's just over there writing notes. Like, yeah, okay, you guys can have 17 points now. Like, that's no big deal. But in the end, Lamar Jackson just was on fire. He is proving himself very well this year, and I am just absolutely loving it. And he has some major Michael Vick qualities about him, and it's almost like he took the best qualities of Michael Vick and just made them even better. He knows how to avoid getting hit, and it almost translates to trading a little bit, right? If you can avoid getting hit hard in the market, eventually you're just gonna scale your way up. So it's funny how I try to relate everything to trading now. I need to go shape my mustache a little bit this morning. It's like hanging over my lip funny. But so yeah. How is everybody doing? Hopefully you had a great weekend. I'm sure most of you have heard by now, SureTrader is shutting its doors, I think, by the end of the week. So if you didn't catch that, I made a video on that Saturday night. Feel free to go check it out. But pretty much the gist of it is they are transferring all their clients, unless you opt out, to a place called F1 Trades, and they are going to be trading CFDs. So I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work out, especially if you're in the US. So you might want to take note and make sure that you are okay when it comes to that. Marketing, what is up, man? Sorry, I just pulled up the actual live stream thingamajigger. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling when they got suspended that something was going to happen, and yeah, it finally happened. And if you look into my video a little bit, I go into some details about how when they got suspended, about 2 to 3 days later is when the F1 Trades website was created. And then I go on to show you that I'm pretty sure F1 Trades is SureTrader. They're just kind of changing countries. They're going from the Bahamas down to the Grenadines and all that good stuff. So how about them Ravens? Let's go. What's up, Mr. Fellow Marylander, Brad the Baker? What's going on, man? We got about a minute and 30 seconds here to the bell. I'm not really watching anything. I didn't even really sit down and look at anything, to be completely honest. I've been running around this morning. It was picture day for my son at school, so I was making sure I got him all done. I actually cut their hair this yesterday for the first time ever. It's the first time I've ever cut hair, and it actually turned out fairly well. I wasn't actually that upset about it. I actually went on YouTube after I cut the hair and found a couple videos, and like when I was looking at his hair this morning, I was like, oh yeah, we should probably go back and like touch it up some. But I was pretty happy with how it turned out. But yeah, so good luck to everybody. We got about 50 seconds here. I'm looking to trade. Obviously, I'm a little eager to trade. Our last trade was a red trade, and then we didn't get the trade Friday because of the platform switch. So we'll definitely be a little emotional this morning looking to trade. So if we find ourselves trying to get into something a little bit early, we'll most likely take some smaller share size. Tesla is up to 315. Holy crap. Remember back when they said, oh, it was 420. I thought it was 320. They actually went above it when he was like, oh, we'll go private at 420 or whatever. But man, I remember saying when this was under 200, I should try to take some Tesla, and I don't have that extra kind of money laying around, but boy, that would have paid off. Even just a couple shares. I did actually open up a Webull account as well, looking to swing trade here and there. All right, there's the bell. Might have to take a quick break to get my son down. He's up in his high chair still. I'm not sure how long he's going to last up there. Actually, let me go get his drink. Alrighty, let's see what we can pull together here. A-core, not a lot of volume there. We actually do have shares available. APA. Not that much volume. Spread's actually not too bad on this one. Mr. Tick's back above 100. I just have that up for whatever reason. This is the one I saved when I saved this layout. Speaking of which, MNK. I don't think we can play MNK. Nope. I think we had checked that one last week. Good old XNet. Nothing with a lot of volume just yet that's really popping up. I mean, XNet obviously, but we can't play that. This is Sohu. So Makeep. Oh, we can't play it. So oh, here we go. Not a lot of volume though. Man, I was gonna say this must be a lower float, 38 mil. I'd like to see this get higher. CEI trying to do stuff again. Not quite yet. It's Gazzle. I don't know what the float is here on this. It doesn't even have it listed, so that's always scary. I'd like to see Sohu up around 13. This is actually one that I had looked at earlier. Oops. TDS. SSR. Oh yeah, that thing got smacked on Friday. I don't have any shares on Sogo. Sohu I have up over there. See if anyone knows the float of this Gazzle. Or is that like a, is that gasoline? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I've never traded that before, so my mic cord is messing up my stickies. Oh, KPTI, huh? Sogo is one that we can't play. KPTI. One of the old favorites. Ain't got any shares on it anyway. CLDX, nothing. CRC. People had been looking at CRC. This was so go. Yeah. Yeah, this ENLV might go a little nutso today. TUSK. The shares here, the range is crap, volume's crap. XOG. Range here is kind of crap too. Volume's not horrible. We'd have to see this thing really jump probably up to this over 250 area for us to even be interested. Oh man, I love being back on DOS. Being able to just click once and get to where I need to be. So amazing. Just want to watch ENLV. Thing looks scary. Do you need more?
that easy?
Love that button. I just realized it's really dark in here, huh? Let's change that a little bit. There we go. CAR. Do you want to get down, bud? That's on SSR. Blah. CVET doesn't look like it has much volume either. I mean, nothing's really moving on volume right now. This one's kind of interesting. Just got some volume all at once. Daily. Kind of missed that, huh? Really don't want to chase that right there. I was just sat down a second too late, huh? That kind of sucks. I would have took that probably over 50. Range was pretty good there. About a 50-cent range. Would have been a small winner so far, but there it goes. Man, that sucked. Guess I should have chased it, huh? This one we pulled up and it was around this $12 area, right? That was kind of why we weren't interested. We wanted it around 13. Kind of sucks. That one's making a nice move. This is a lower float too, though, I think. No, I think it was around 50. This is a little bit of a frustrating morning, huh? Do not like the volume here. Range is not that great either. I think it's just on a steady decline too. Look at it. Oh man. Why couldn't you jump to 13 when I asked you to and then do this? Oh. That would have been a nice one. See, this is what happens when you kind of take a day off or two. You kind of start to get a little iffy. I'm just going to take it off of there. I was just watching CVAD that kind of popped back up. I saw it down here. I'd like to see it jump up to like 11. It's kind of an interesting one. I have it still added down there. Yuma low float, no volume really. AD&T. Look at the volume on that. It's like no volume. It's like scary volume there. 100,000 total. We're about 11 minutes in, and look at the move it's making. That's the scary ones right there. I've played AD&T before too, but it definitely wasn't on no volume like that. Daku, we've played Daku before as well. No shares there now.
What you got? Oh, what happened? Fix it?
It's kind of a shame here with Daku. We'd probably look to play this. I'll alert it for the room though. Kind of a shame. AD&T is an avoid for me. I don't even know why. I just have it up because I haven't had a reason to take it off yet. Oops, that's not the button I wanted. I don't have to right click anymore. Duh. So if you're looking for that 6850 area, right? Previous resistance, squeeze through. We're looking for it to come right back down to it, and look at her go. Definitely something we probably would have played. Don't have any shares. A little spready, but we haven't been getting too scared with the spreads lately. Just been trying to play them the correct way. CEI trying to curl up. Yep. This looks like it might be the one that moves today. It's the one getting the volume. Uber had a big drop. Oh yeah, it did. So this is kind of the same thing that we're looking for, right? Just the opposite way. We extended nice through previous supports. Got a nice big drop off. We'd be looking for it to try to come back up and retest that 31 area. This is something I wouldn't have played unless it got under 30 though. Like a little drop through 30. EPZM. Something we've played before too. Not a ton of volume though. See if we can get a push up to like 1350 on some volume. TWOU. No shares there. Blah, 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 blah. Not much going on. What's the float on this? It's a bigger float. So the range on this isn't very great. Got a couple people that were in Uber. Keep an eye on it, just out of curiosity. Daku trying to squeeze back up there through 69. Tried to get down there to VWAP in that previous resistance. If it doesn't go high of day here, I got a good feeling it's going to go down and test it. EPZM, we'd like to see this higher. PDD. Oh, look at Daku with the squeeze. Now this is a beautiful play. This is one where you almost can guarantee it's going to be a double top, because look how intense that move was just to get to high a day, right? That was a big squeeze. So I would almost feel confident just anything over 50 here, you're probably good. At least for a scalp. Like if you're just a scalper, the odds are this is going to shoot back through 50, at least temporarily. There's the bid coming down through 33, 32, 28. So if you're just throwing orders out there, you'd be good right now. There it is, 40, 36. I feel like that was almost a guarantee. When you squeeze to go high of day like that, all in one shot, especially on smaller volume than it took to get up there, the odds are you're going to get a quick jump, because all the people that bought up here are looking to sell. All the people expecting this to be a fake out are shorting. Like you just have a bunch of selling pressure right in that area, especially on an intense move. It didn't just steadily climb up to high a day and then go. It just got there all in one shot. So kind of exhausted itself to get there. I feel like that Sohu, B just posted his chart on Sohu. It's kind of making me a little jelly. It's really the one I feel that we could have played. I wouldn't have played this anyway. I would have wanted it to go through 1250, and we never got there. I only got to 1237, 1238. And I remember when we looked at the daily, we wanted it up towards 13, looking for this area of resistance. So just it didn't really hit the areas that we wanted, but yeah. Little gel. I'll just show you guys his chart. It's a pretty beautiful one. He pretty much top ticked that thing, scaled out 3 times on the way down. The beauty. It didn't tickle my fancy. I mean, it was tickling my fancy. It just wasn't extended enough for us. I mean, granted, it was a pretty big extension through this previous resistance down here, 1150, but I just didn't like it quite yet. The volume.
You landed on a soft dinosaur. You landed on a soft dinosaur. You're okay.
But yeah, I mean, it did tickle my fancy, but it just didn't extend itself enough for me. Especially looking at the daily, I was really looking for that area to possibly touch. How did Uber do? Oh, nice. So those guys made some money on Uber, playing the same strategy, just in reverse. By the way, Vincenzo, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you this morning. Docu trying to make a run for it. Now, see, this is now that it kind of consolidated and then is going higher. Now you have the ability to really extend a little bit. Whereas before, when you were way down here and you just pretty much made the same size bar just to go high of day, you were almost guaranteed to at least get a pullback there. A nice GDT got Uber too. I'm gonna throw that buzzing lawnmower thing away. He absolutely all he wants to do is just turn it on. And he leaves it. gonna do it again? You're silly. He's climbing up on the chair, and then he gets scared that he climbed up on the chair. So I come over to save him, and then he does it again. Alright, this EPZM clearly is not getting any more volume. Let's get rid of that. CRC looks like it's going to try to go high a day here. So between CRC and CEI, those look to be the two lower floats that might be moving today. Let's check out BHC. So this actually has some decent volume. It's not quite 100% our play, but if we can get a nice move here on some volume, see down here 2560, 2660. Maybe we'd start this one just to be safe since it's not completely our play. I'd like to see this try to shoot up towards 27, like get through 2650 and kind of give a push up there towards 27. Want to see it break 50 here. Just get a nice quick pop. 2680 area would be ideal. Don't want consolidation here. We want it to just go now. It's kind of the premise behind something being an intense move. If it just consolidates here underneath 50 and kind of works its way, kind of collecting some buyers to get through, then we might not be too interested. I mean, we might be, but we might need it to go even higher at that point. Like if it went straight through 50 here up to 80, we'd be interested to jump in now. But as you can see, it's starting to consolidate here underneath the 50. So it might kind of work its way sideways and then up. So it'll still be extending itself a little bit. But then we'd probably be looking for it to get over 27. Daku turning in into a bit of a grinder. CRC just doesn't know what it wants to do. What's CEI doing? We can't play Daku anyway, so I'll just get rid of it. Can't play these either, but at least they're moving. Really just watching BHC here. See if we can get through 50. Held up fairly nice there. What was the low we got there? 27. Tiva? I don't think we can play Tiva. We can play Tiva. Look at that. What's the float on Tiva? Oh, that's a big float. Not a huge range either. I mean, just from the start of the move, you're only looking at 20 cents. You'd have to take a lot of shares for it to really make it worth it. Come on, BHC, you can do it. Get like 250, 300,000 in volume and just shoot up there. surprised he turned it off. I wonder if he like accidentally hit the button. Hey. Yeah, I'm on the phone. Sorry about that, guys. My dad likes to randomly call me for no apparent reason, just to talk about random crap. I was thinking about Tiva here, but I'm not a fan of the range, and I just don't like I don't like how these move. I mean, you don't really get the good moves. Same with GE over here. You're pretty much fighting for pennies. I'd rather just not worry about it. It's not really my type of play. CEI kind of got rejected there high a day for anybody that was buying the breakout. I don't know if that's what you did, Christian. Gillaboza, did you see the daily over there? I can pull it back up if you want. I kind of marked a line there. It was a pretty good resistance line right there at the 1070 area, 1072. Hence, it's kind of bouncing off of it a little bit, at least for now. Let's see what VIPS is doing. What's the float on this? Nice. This might be something we're interested in. Actually, pretty good drop there by Tiva. Whoa. Crazy one there. The heck is this? $12.15. I'd like to see it tested again before we decide on what we're going to do here. This thing's kind of fighting here. AGRX. Yeah, it's under $2. That's why it wasn't on my scanner. Yeah, CEI is them low floaters, man. It's the same with AGRX. This is moving quite a bit too now. I guess low floaters are the ones moving today. I was wondering where all the volume is. That's where it is. Now, that's just chopping too. That's not what you want. You want something like this over here on AGRX. Kind of want to be like a right or right out over here. Let's get our feet wet here. I'm going to take a position here, either right or right out. We're just going to set a stop at high a day, if I can remember how. Stop. 12, 16. Bye. Stop price is invalid. This is just the right or right out, so we're risking $7 to hopefully make like around 20 plus. Just looking for this to break back down. A bit of a low risk trade. Kind of trade in the back end. Attempt to trade the back end here. If we can get down to 12 and then through 12, we'll look to most likely take half off there. Then we can still risk high a day on the rest. That way we're in a pretty much risk-free trade. I do not like the sound. Oh my god. Hamden. I have a whole bag of goldfish on the floor right now. Gotta be kidding me. Probably could have took bigger share size on this, obviously, but just looking to get our feet wet here. Up your hands. Do 75 at... Do it at 1190. We'll do 1198. We'll wait for it to get down there. Towards 12 a little bit. The dogs are so tired of goldfish, so I'm not really worried about them eating it. There we go. All right, let's put that order in. Cancel this one for now. See if we can get a dip under 12 here. It'll take us out of most of our position. There we go. So now we're just going to kind of see what the rest of it wants to do. We're just going to put a stop again at high a day. Just kind of let it go. I'm going to go clean up these goldfish. Stop. 12, 16, 12, 16, 12. Okay. All right. I'll be right back.
What did you do, mister? What did you do?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, coming. Ready or not. 1 to 10 without a beat. You go higher than I. Where'd you go? Where'd you hide? You're not
Silly butt. Not opening it back up.
Came to see what else was moving there. I heard the scanner. Oh, 10 we've played before. APRM we're not going to play. That thing is a nutty one. Yeah, look at that. Don't have shares anyway.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm really looking for this to come down to VWAP to try to get the rest of it. That thing's nutty. CEI is not looking too hot, although it's just looking like it's in a range here. It's a fairly big range though. Let's see what this 10 is doing, just out of curiosity. No volume. Look at that. The biggest volume bar was right here on like one of the smallest bars of the day. Kind of crap. It's actually, I forgot. We have OCO orders back now. All right, stop. Limit, range, yeah, low range. We'll do, what's VWAP at? 1183. Let's do like 11. What did we get? 98. Let's do 1189. See if we can just get it real quick. Stop range. There we go. See if we can get that hit real quick. Nice little dip. I should have put I'm going to put this at 1201 actually. Because if we get back over 12, I'm not really interested. There's 89. See if we can get hit. I just missed it. There, we're back on it. We get it? All right, we got it. Cool. We don't have to worry about it. Clear that out. That's a pretty good trade there. Pretty happy with that. Would have been nice if we used bigger share size. But the idea was here, it kind of made a move. It seemed to be struggling to get high of day. So we were kind of looking for small risk for bigger reward, right? So, we had a 6-cent risk. We were looking for like 15, 20 cents in profit. So pretty good risk to reward ratio there, and just playing the back end, kind of a descending triangle almost, and worked out. So be happy. APRM was Ross. Man, I can't wait one day to have shares available on pretty much anything, and also have a subscription to his chat room. It's going to be a beautiful day. Very beautiful day. Take a picture of this for the room. Be happy we got our first trade back here on DOS. A nice little green trade. On a trade that we've played, or a ticker that we've played before. Probably should go clean up the rest of those goldfish. I cleaned up the ones that were kind of on top, so that they, because I could obviously reuse those. The other ones I just need to throw away, which it's a lot of them. CEI trying to go again. These low floats, crazy. I'm actually looking forward to the day where I can get rid of these low floats on the scanner. What did this get down to? We pretty much bottom ticked that, huh? A low of 89. Look at that. Bottom ticked our cover so far. Jeez. I wonder where Ross sold. I'll be interested to watch that video today. Wonder if he used his Uber money for this trade. That's bad. I used to Uber, so can't really say anything. Starting to get hot in here. One sec. Ooh, and there it goes. Going through VWAP. Kind of waiting for something to hopefully pop up here. Check out Oxen. I've always been confused why I never get shorts on this one. This one always moves so funny, but it does have a higher float. See BHC again trying to come up. No, just bouncing off the bottom a little bit. I did like BHC. I just wanted it a little bit higher. I didn't really like how it kind of stalled there. That was kind of the one I was a little sad about. What's Rub doing? You got your drink? What do we got here, Mr. Grub? Decent little move. Look, it ran right into 2 days ago, the high from 2 days ago. Oh, this thing really gapped down from earnings, huh? Kind of bouncing off the bottom. See, show me a couple more volume bars like this one. Get up there through 35. I might be interested. Probably would have been a good entrance there, right? Just not a big range. I don't like how the move started at 34 and we got up to like 34.80, but you're really only looking for 20 cents, right? Because you're looking for this previous resistance. This was yesterday, Friday's high. Yeah, Friday's high. Which it looks like we're going to get it, but it's just I don't like the risk there. Because you're risking this thing really extending up through 35 for 20 cents. So not a huge fan of that play there, especially because it had already had a pretty big move to get up to where it was. So that's my reasoning behind not being so interested on this intense move. If you're just looking for scalps, you know, like 10, 15 cent scalps, then, I mean, that would have been perfect, but it's not my type of play. I look for the bigger moves. And there it is. Pretty much got the move right there. From 82 down to 56 is what was on the ask. So probably like 80, 56. So about like 30, almost 30, 25 cents. Cali? C-A-L-Y? What do you mean? Like, is that a ticker? Oh, Clay. I think you're trying to say Clay. Yeah, he looks to literally, like, he'll look for these moves either happening or about to happen, and then he looks to just try to hit. He'll put an order in to hopefully hit kind of like a top spot, and then just, he's basically playing the spread almost. So like in this instance, like it got up to 82. So say he might have an order at 85 and then he immediately puts an order in at say like 70, just looking for that quick pullback. And that's all he's doing, is hoping the bid just drops down to 70 and somebody hits it real quick, which it works, obviously. He's a scalper. That's what he does. And sometimes when it runs against him, he averages in and he waits for the bigger move. He's a very... Our strategies are very similar. We just, the end result of how we scale out of the trades or exit the trades is a lot different. But yeah, he's definitely a scalper. PDD trying something again. Some decent volume there. This thing's up there. Say it's through yesterday's highs here. See if we can get up through 43. Excuse me.
Down by the where the waterfalls go back to my home. I did
Let's see what kind of move would we want here. 4240 through 43. Just kind of assuming the move, if it does happen, what we'd be looking for. So 4240 up through 43, about a point. 100, take 750. We'd start with 100 shares on this one. We should have started with more shares on Vips, but I was more so getting my feet wet, haven't traded for a while. Last trade was a decent red one, so that was just a small risk trade I was looking to take, and it worked out. So still watching Grub too. We clearly want more out of Grub at this point, just because it pulled back and is now going. Ideally, we would have wanted this thing to just keep going through 35. So now we'd be looking for something up towards 35.50. 36.75 is right now. Kind of losing some momentum here, obviously, getting around 10:30. And we're not going to get this move from PDD, it looks like. Did you guys trade anything good? Anybody get any good trades this morning? I see CEI is trying to stay relevant over there. We can get rid of Grub. This thing isn't doing what we want at all. The CEI is trying. It's just stuck in that range. Got Hive Day there, and you kind of got. I keep forgetting I don't have to do that. Take me a sec to get used to it. You kind of got this area. Like I'm looking at the support here in pre-market, as well as after it dipped through here, it used it again here and here. So yeah, like right below 4, like we'll just say 385, and high of right over 450. We're kind of stuck in this range. And the volume's dying off a lot on it too. Tisk. Tusk. Let's see what Tusk is doing. It's trying to do something. No volume though, at all. Is anybody else excited for the SPY? Look at this thing. All-time highs, baby. Look at that gap up today. I didn't even notice that. Nice gap up. I have no idea why. I'm sure it has something to do with trade or China or just something. I did not get any trades. Still dealing with CMEG. Shake my head. Balance is still messed up. Haven't received my username to the platform. Operator said she could get a hold of her colleague. What? I would call them up and not get off the phone until they figure that out. They tend to, from what I've noticed, is if it's something that they're just kind of delaying, they tend to give you the loop around, beat around the bush a little bit. So I don't hang up until I get the answer I'm looking for. There's really no reason they shouldn't have your. If you wired the money, the wires are pretty much instant, so they have your money. It's just a matter of them activating the account at this point. All right, PDD, I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Ooh, I hit that at the wrong time. We got 12. I was going to say we're just going to look for a scalp here, back down towards 43. But that spread got nasty right when I hit it. It went from like 2 cents to 8 cents. See if we can get a quick move back down here. We might just kind of take it. Not a huge fan of how we got hit on that one. So if it wants to run, we'll be all right. As long as it's all one move. There we go. Hit it there. So we're at 43.24 now. Let's move this line up to here. Right under 43. So I might have started this one a little bit early. So we might turn this into a 1-1-1-1 instead of a 1-1-2, just in case. We're kind of just looking for a quick scalp there, and we started it early. Which was our own fault. But it happens. There we go. See if we can get back down through 20 is what we're obviously looking for here. There we go. Just trying. Kind of topping out a little bit here. I'll put this one out there just in case it wants to do a little quick move. Don't want to miss it. See if we can get down in the 20s. Start working our way back down. Spider-Man? I don't have anything to put in them, bud. I don't have anything to put in them, I'm sorry. We just emptied it the other day. You always pick the best times to do this. Ah. Ah. This thing's not cooperating, huh? Stock or my kid. Here, you want to try playing with this real quick? Camden. Let's get a nice breakdown here. Come on. Kind of getting held up. Needed to kind of, what is the low of this one? Needed to break this 27. Bum, bum, ba-dun, dun, dun, dun. Volume's kind of dying off here. Not quite exactly what we're looking for. 48's the high here. Obviously be looking to add up through 50 if it wants to extend a little bit. Since we're going to do 1111 here, just looking for 2 more adds here, both of 100. Really, still nice and extended here. VWAP's all the way down here. We're just looking for a previous resistance touch here, right under 43. 43, the whole dollar, not 43 as in 43 cents, obviously. I just have to be a little bit more patient on this one. Kind of gave us the quick move up, but then it kind of died. There we go, 30. That was a nice drop, 29. Let's see if we can get a nice big pullback here. I really need to get under that 27. My kid's being so loud. I'm sorry about that. There we go. See if we can get through 27. I think we'll be good. There we go, 25. Come on, push through, push through. 22. There we go. 16. Where are we at? 13. Let's just take half there just to be safe. That was a pretty big move down. Got 18, of course. Could have waited just that split second. We would have got it. Seeing what it wants to do here. Hopefully go down. No, I went the other way. I was going to take another half if we got back under 10. Just to really kind of make us feel fine in this trade. It kind of went the wrong way on us. Yeah, DOS is so much better than Sterling. It's not even a question. Attempting to be patient here. There we go. Come on. Through 20, if we get back through 20, I'm going to take another half off just to reduce my risk here. And then we can stop high a day if we have to. Damn, that went quick. I actually got 26 there, so we took a loss on those shares. That's a little bit frustrating. Probably could have got out of that a little bit better. I kind of felt like that's what it was going to do. It was either going to squeeze up or squeeze down there. We were looking for it to go down to 43. I mean, because we never even got under... Oh, we did get under 43.10 for a second there. Now we're just kind of looking for this to somewhat be sloppy seconds, just kind of consolidate here, but we didn't want a chance at squeezing up with the full share size. Excuse me. Because now, for some reason, it goes high a day. We just cut for either a small loss or break even, which it looks like it'd be a small loss. Let's do this. What's the high? 43, 48. So we'll do 43. 51. So we'll risk a small loss here, looking for the bigger gain. Just making sure I got it in there right. So basically, if it wants to break the $0.50, we'll be out of this. But we're looking for it to get back down there towards 43. We're looking for this to be sloppy seconds. But if it's not sloppy seconds, the odds are it's going to go high a day and continue. And turn into a bit of a grinder to the upside. So that's kind of that's the idea behind this. So we're either going to take a small loss on it or an okay winner. Won't be a huge winner, but it'll be a nice one. But yeah, as you guys can see, DOS is so much different than Sterling. Everything's just instant. Just love it. I don't mind missing a player or two just because Sterling has more shorts available. And having to deal with that platform, that was not a fun month. No. Hopefully we get a little bit of a double top here. Or it'll do what it likes to do. Stop me out. And then it'll be a double top, fake out, breakout type situation. And then it continues down. It likes to do that. Unfortunately, if we get stopped out here, it'll probably break us even on the day, it looks like. And that's kind of what it looks like it's doing. Hopefully we can get some big sellers to step up here. Could have had a decent winner if we would have just took it all there, but we were looking for that bigger move down towards VWAP underneath 43. Let's see what the other one was. Yeah, 13.25 out of the other one, so that was pretty good. So we'll still be green on the day. But hopefully we get this thing to turn around a little bit. That'd be nice. Get a nice little move back down there towards 43. Essentially, I don't want to say we're free rolling because we're obviously, if we get stopped out, we'd be right on the trade, but we're risking much less to make more at this point. So you're not going to make money if you don't risk money. That was just my fault for starting it where I did, because imagine if we would have started it up here, that would have been beautiful. Like around the 20s instead of, what did we get for the first fill? 12, yeah. We were looking for that to just push right back down to 43, but it extended through, so it happens. Definitely feels like it's getting held up though, so not feeling very confident about this one. And the odds are if it goes through 50, we're probably going to get some slippage now that I'm thinking about it. Because there's going to be a lot of people sitting there with their cover orders most likely. Usually I would look to add here, like just add my 50 shares back, just because it's smaller risk. But since we are where we are in the trade already, I'm not really worried about that. I'd rather just ride out what I have. But hopefully we can get this move here, and hopefully we can get it to continue. Let's see what we can do if we get down there towards the low of these candles. We need to break probably this candle first though. So 20, and we need to get into the 30s or into the 20s. Yeah, I can't play that. The volume and the range on that is just absolutely nothing. Get a nice little drop here down into like 25 area. I think we might continue. Because I mean, you could consider this a double top. You could consider it sloppy seconds because it never really got to high a day. Got close, but it'd be nice to see a decent little drop here into the 20s to kind of confirm that we might be going lower. I'm trying. 31. Come on, let's see some 20s. It's obviously turning into a slower trade. The volume kind of died out of this thing. There we go, 30. Does not want to do it. Just keeps getting bought back up. Just need that one decent sell-off, and I think we'll get some people to give up. A lot of people still have hope this thing's going higher, which obviously it might. There we go, down to 30 again. See if we can get through. 29, 28, here we go. Come on, guys, give up. Everybody's going to start giving up, hopefully. Start a nice little second move down here. Right back up into the 30s. Come on, push down. What's the high of this candle? 37. We're actually going to lower this to 38. So we're going to kind of start lowering our stop here. Because now if we get above the recent candle, it kind of feels like it's breaking trend towards the downside. So that's what we're going to do. And it'll just give us less risk as we go down now. So when this candle finishes, hopefully the high is where it's at now. We can hopefully be down around 20 into the teens, and we can look to lower it again. Because at this point, there's really no reason to risk high of day, right? Because if we were risking high of day, it really wouldn't make too much sense. The key number now looks to be like 4308, so hopefully we can get down there and get through 4308 and try to test 43. It's like right now the high of this one's at 31, so we can get this ready at 32. Actually, we'll just put it in now because I feel like we're far enough into it to where if it gets back up there, it'll look to continue. Need to get this down into the teens. It'd be nice. Nice, Paul. Nice. They should have sent that with you when you were downloading the platform in the email. Usually they give you your username and password. I think everybody gets the first original passwords, so don't ever tell anybody your username. Or at least just change your password right away. Let's get down there and test 43. Let's go. Let's at least get down there and test 4308. That's kind of what I wanted to test. So where are we at now? 23. Looks like we might get that though. We're not going to hit it just yet, just kind of getting ready. So we're already back through that area. There we go. See if we can continue. So we'll use 26. What are we at now? 32. So we're almost down to our average where we would at least be getting break even on the rest of these shares. So now we're pretty much at a green trade at least. We're just trying not to put our stop too close right away because sometimes you might just get hit and then before it continues. All right, so we're going to go ahead and change it here, 26. See if we can get a nice little drop. Kind of looks, I mean, if you look at it, look, it's kind of slowing down. It looks like it's trying to base here. So it'll kind of be what it is if it wants to take us out here at 26. We are a little close here because it's slowing down, but there's really no reason to risk too much at this point. We didn't get stopped at high a day. There's no reason to let it go back to high a day. We obviously would like this to continue down towards 43, which was our original plan. We're trying to stick to that as much as possible. We're literally just moving our stop down at this point just to kind of take less risk. Well, I mean, we pretty much took all our risk off. Here we go. This is a nice drop. So we got 21, so this will be 22, which will put us completely in the green now. We're just going to go ahead and move it now. That way we're good to go here. Now hopefully we can just get this moved down. Oh, they haven't even sent you the platform down there. That's kind of crap. So how are you figuring out your balance? Through the portal? The website portal? Gotcha, gotcha. See if we can get down to that 4308 level. See what we can do there. 11. 10. 8. There we go. We might actually look to take half here and see if we can ride some of this out. We're actually going to take half there. We're just going to leave ourselves with 25 shares. and we're going to set it here at 22. Stop. 43, 22. Bye. All right. So we got a green trade. Nice. So we kind of did that because ultimately 43 is going to be probably a decent support. And if it wants to get back up over this level, the odds are it's going to continue up. So we'll just get out of the rest of our shares there. But if it wants to continue down, at least we have some kind of shares, right? Leftover shares. Looking to go through 43. Back down there towards VWAP. That's kind of the ultimate plan here. So didn't quite play this perfect, but I actually think that we managed it very well. So pretty happy with it, to be completely honest. So hopefully we don't just get some random squeeze up here to take us out, but it could happen before it wants to try to continue and actually try to test 43. Because what did we get to here? 43.03. Yeah, so we never really actually got the 43 test. There we go. Saw 09 there on the bid again. The kid's so cute. Not bragging or anything. Dang, look at VIPS. It's a really, really slow, sloppy seconds, but sure gave it to us. I definitely will be looking in the future to play these more often, like these second moves. You get the big move, you always get the drop back down, you get the sloppy seconds, and the sloppy seconds always seem to continue further. And I mean, it's kind of a set risk, right? You're just risking off high a day. So you can kind of just take your entry point, and it can be a one entry, one exit type thing, at least as far as your stop. So 12, you're risking a high of day at 12.15, so 15 cents. And look, this thing's giving you 40 cents to the downside already. And you see this all the time. This happens all the time. Sloppy seconds. That's kind of why I came up with a name for it. What's wrong? You want to get up? You want some grapes? No. Just realized we lost our lighting again because of my 10:30 lights off alarm. I set an alarm to turn the lights off at 10:30 so that I know it's 10:30. So I think ultimately we'd be looking for this 87 area. VWAP is still underneath it, which is a good thing. It just means the odds of it getting down there are that much better. Oh, trying to squeeze us. Trying to squeeze us. What are we at? 22? 20, 22. We're on the ask here. Still there. Just missed us for now. Looks like it's gonna hit us though. It's kind of found its base there, right? Just gonna let it take its course. And we came up with that stop from this candle right here, right? 21.74 was the high of that candle. So we figured if it got back through the high of that candle, it would look to continue higher. And got right to it. Pretty much. Did we ever get the 22 print? That's why. I never got the 22 print. There was on the ask, but it never printed. All right, I'm gonna go. Never mind. I was gonna say I gotta go. I have the stop in, so I was gonna go check something real quick for him, but he's being good. So hopefully that was a little bit of a fake out there. Hopefully we can get a nice continuation down. If not, is what it is. Won't be very upset with the trade. Turned out to be a pretty decent trade. It's one of them things where people are like, well, why didn't you just take it all right there before it hit 43? And it's like, well, the times that I do that, this thing would have just shot right through 43 and down to like 40 to VWAP at 42.75. So, and that does happen. So it's one of them ones where it's like, if you get down to your leftover size, like I have 25 shares, so it's really not going to affect me too much to the upside, and we have our stop fairly close. Versus if it does want to go down, we can let it make some more money for us. So that's the idea behind keeping some shares, is to look for that bigger move. Because when we first got into this move, we're looking for it to come down and test that previous resistance at 42.87. And VWAP is underneath it, which is even better. So the odds are we're going to get that test. It's just a matter of when. But if it wants to be strong and never really, come down and test those areas again, now we're down to minute size to where it's not going to affect us if it does stop us out. Grub. Oh, Grub's doing its thing again. That had a nice little volume spike there. But the goal here is hopefully this kind of just consolidates right where it's at and then tries to go lower. But it could consolidate here and try to go higher. So again, at this point, it doesn't necessarily matter. It's just a matter of if we make more money than we already made. That's all it is. Because, we're what, 7 cents away from 6 cents away from where it currently was. So we wouldn't lose that. We wouldn't be given that much money back, but we're looking to gain a lot more. See if we can get back down under 10. I feel like that'd be the key little break here to test 43 again. There we go. There we go. Let's go test 43 this time, shall we? What did we get down to last time? 43.03. Let's see if we can actually get the test. Let's see, it was 90, 93. Oh, there it was, 42. All right, we're just going to take it there. That's close to our previous resistance, right? We got the 43 break. A lot of times it might look to just pop right back through. We got 94 there, so pretty happy with the fill. And that was a nice intense move down. This thing could definitely continue down to VWAP, but for 25 shares, we're not really going to fight it. We're going to be pretty happy that we got that break. I was literally about to put in a range order for 92, so I don't know if we would have got 92, but I saw 94 sitting there, so we hit it, and I'm going to be happy with that trade. So ended up being a $18 winner, so pretty good day. Not too disappointed about that. It's just kind of sitting here too, which is kind of odd. You usually don't see that, a key break and then it just kind of sits there. Usually it either gets kind of bought right back up. Are you pushing those goldfish around? Oh, what are you doing? Sorry about that, guys. My he was over there smashing all those goldfish that he dumped out earlier. Anybody have any questions? APRN, stop me out. Are you still in CEI? I told you it's just in that range. If you guys are here for the first time, feel free to hit the like button. Also, if you're not subscribed, do that too. I'd appreciate that. Forgot to share my chart here on PDD. Feels so good to be back here on DOS. It really does. Everything just feels so much better. Yeah, CEI looks like one of them ones where it's kind of building, collecting shorts. So I got a feeling once you go high a day here, if it does, you're going to get some movement. Kind of thirsty. I should have grabbed a drink while I was out there. Be right back. Was anybody else super productive this weekend? My shed has been the overflow storage recently, and I finally I got to the point where I couldn't even walk in it. I mean, this is a big I think it's like 15 by 17 foot shed, and it got to the point where I couldn't even walk in it. And so I literally this weekend just tore everything out, put it in the driveway, and just went through it. And then we also, yes, that was Saturday. And then yesterday we did the attic. The attic was also out of hand. It got to the point where you couldn't get up in the attic. It was like you got up on the steps. It was one of the drop downs from the ceiling. And you got up on the steps and that was it. If it wasn't within reach from the steps, you couldn't get to it. So we, again, pulled everything down and went through it. And yeah, I'm sure the trash people this morning were very happy with us, but that needed to be done. It was nice. We just had a lot of stuff that, you know, it's just stuff we didn't need anymore. A lot of kids stuff that we were just saving to see if anybody else had like they would have kids and we could give it to them, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, it's an interesting one for sure. Answer some YouTube questions here. So CMEG's platform fees are way higher per month, but their commissions are way lower. It usually takes way too long to get a live chat support ticket answered at SureTrader. How is it at CMEG? Well, they don't have live chat. Their email tickets are fairly... Sorry about that. Their email tickets are fairly slow. However, if you call them, you usually get right through, and they are very good about solving issues over the phone. I know that a lot of people don't like to hear that, but unfortunately, it's the truth. To open an account, CMEG appears to require proof of income along with regular ID. Do any full-time traders who've opened an account there know? Would brokerage statements suffice as proof of income? And if so, what period of time statements need to cover, or might they accept bank statements showing adequate cash reserves in lieu of proving income? Pretty sure they require 3 months backdated. They also usually want to see where the funds are coming from that will fund your CMEG account. This is just to protect themselves from any type of defaulting. I missed something. No. Alrighty, enter those. I always try to keep up with you guys on YouTube. Lies, LOL. It's not a lie. Like I swear, if you kept calling them, they would figure it out. You gotta stay on them. They seem to be a type of company where they like to try to give you the runaround, but if you stay on them, they're pretty good about getting things done. Like, I'm pretty sure, Paul, if you called them back and were like, hey, like, I want to get all my stuff set up. What's going on? Get me set up. Let's go. Real on the bounce. I need to put on some rice for him. It's actually, did he? I'm trying to remember if he had fries or not. More. More. There you go. Do you want some rice? 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 You want some? Rice? Rice? Rice. I know you can say it. Applesauce? I'm gonna make you some rice. Rice takes a little bit of time. Oh, look, it's continuing down. Getting that test. Went through, looking for VWAP. It's kind of what we were looking for, but I'd be very happy with how we traded that. We would have had to wait a whole nother, what, like 20 minutes for that move for an extra 10 cents. Excuse me. Dang, just going right to VWAP, huh? Finally gave up. This is the move we were looking for in this area, but it just didn't seem, it was kind of slowing down a little bit, so that's why we had took off half again there. But this is the move we wanted here, but it kind of just stalled there under 43. That was kind of why we just jumped out. Kind of felt like it was going to shoot right back up. Little three, little baby. Some good applesauce. You're killing it. So, anybody have any questions, concerns? I see that we are up to 783 subscribers. So we got some more subscribers, but I guess they are ones that hide it. So it doesn't come through via the stream, which is sad, right? Because I want to show that stuff off. We're going to have to just go add the last 3. Let's see. So, yeah, speaking of which, if you guys are here, these all amazing ISW scanners that I use to find these plays, especially the 2 that you saw today, I'm actually going to be giving away 2 weeks of the full ISW package for hitting 750 subs. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do, like, because I did every 100 up to 500. And I was like, well, going to 1,000, do I still want to do every 100? But I figured let's up the prize a little bit and just do 750, and then we'll do 1,000. What's wrong, bud? So with that said, I decided I'm going to up it to 2 weeks of the ISW scanners. That includes the chat rooms as well. So you get the Platinum Scanner package. If you're curious what that is, link in the description down below. If anybody's interested in the scanners, just outright, you get up to 30% off lifetime using the link down in the description below. But that will also take you to show you what's in the Platinum package, and then you will also get both chat rooms for 2 weeks. So I'm going to make a video, or I'm actually going to announce that in the video recap today of the trades where I show the live trades, and then I am going to make an actual video for the giveaway so that people can comment on the video itself, letting me know that they're interested in the giveaway and can participate in the giveaway. So if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned for that. And yeah, it's just my way of giving back to the community as much as I can, as a way of saying thank you for supporting me. That's really all it is. So when you cover, is it buying on the bid or the ask? The ask. Yeah, when you basically, when I cover, all these buttons are set to buy on the ask. So that way I'm immediately getting that price and getting out. You can set them to cover on the bid, but then you would have to wait for somebody to actually sell into the bid, into your order. Which, man, look at this thing. Went right through VWAP. This thing's really continuing, making me look silly. Yep, no problem. There's no bad questions, guys. You have any questions, ask. I was once asking these same questions, trust me. And it wasn't even a year ago. I've been trading since August of last year, late August. I was asking all the same questions. And to believe it or not, I didn't even really get a chance to ask the questions because whoever I would ask them to, they wouldn't answer. So I would have to go figure it out on my own. And again, that was part of the reason I made this channel, was to host a place where people can ask those questions and always get the answer.
What if our friends are in danger?
Can I start with $5? What do you mean? Like start trading with $5?
Doodoo, I think these fruits are related to the password.
Technically, on Thinkorswim, you could. I mean, it'd be almost impossible for you to make money. Like any of the $0 commission brokers, you could have a cash account, but I mean, you'd be able to buy one share of a penny stock or something. Hey, there's still an answer to it, so it might to you be a stupid question, but somebody out there might be curious. They want to do the $5 to $1 million challenge.
What are we to do about Gino? He hasn't had a bite to eat since he heard Blue. Cannot be repaired a few days ago.
Yeah, she's right. He should have been eating something. Easily. He doesn't have long until his next match. Right now he needs to find a replacement that's acceptable.
What are you saying, Roy? Do you think you can get a new occupy to fight so quickly?
She's right. That's just silly. Gino and Blue have been like monkeys in a barrel for a long time.
Finally got to hear a spotlight be successful, and to have Blue at least
Watch the guy today doing Instagram Live going in on 25 times leverage, 2K option, ending up with 50K debt. Is that the... He's kind of got like a round head. I think I saw that on Reddit. On... I forget which subreddit it was. Can you get in right before halt with CMEG? Yes. Yeah, you can. I've actually done it once before. Like an idiot. I just thought the thing was actually KPTI. If you guys remember that, that was when I did it. But yeah, I know for a fact that you can. Like as it's halting, as long as you're on the right side of it, right? If you're selling into the price, if it's going up, or if you're buying into the price as it's going down, that's how you would get into it. Yeah, good old KPTI. What's wrong, bud? Your rice is cooking. It's cooking. I know. You were actually up kind of early, so you're probably tired. What's wrong? We take them shoes off? I got your shoes. I'm gonna get your other shoe. I got it. Hold up. Okay, I'm done. What do you want? You want your rice? What's up there? There's nothing up there for you. You may turn the TV back on until your rice is done? Or you want your rice? That's what you want? It's not done yet, bud. With TradeNet, you can't get out immediately. Need to wait 15 seconds. 50. So you're saying when it unhalts, you have to wait 15 seconds? That is horrible. It could be a good thing though, because it might go your way. But that's to know that you can't trade for 15 seconds. That's not good. Yeah, that's not good at all. I can't imagine. Trying to help Devin out here. What are some forms of photo IDs? He has his license, but apparently he lost his passport. Identity cards, passport, special purpose, security. There you go. Gym ID. It's like a lot of people don't really have that many forms. CRC? I wouldn't say weakness quite yet. It's just that view app. What's the EI doing? Oh, look, it's still in a range. This thing looks to be just collecting shorts. I do agree with, I think it was Christian that said this might be an afternoon runner. Just kind of collecting shorts here. And it might actually now squeeze starting here. Like around the 435, 440 area. You're still in. What's your average in this thing? Hopefully it's down under 4. You're wasting money on scalps? That's not good. Does anybody here trade with SureTrader and they're going to have to go through the withdrawal or switch over? I'm just curious because I don't actually have to go through the process. Yeah, you're with SureTrader. So what are you going to do? Are you going to take the money out and try to go to CMEG, or are you going to go to this F1 trades? Are you in the US as well? Because that's my other question. Is since they're trading CFDs, I know TradeNet gets around it because they're technically like a prop firm. So they get around it because technically you're not trading your own account. But with F1 trades, it would be your own account. And in the US, you're not allowed to trade CFDs. So I'm curious to how that would work. Oh, got you, Christian. I mean, by the looks of it, either SureTrader is just moving and they just pretty much ran its course in the Bahamas and now they're looking to go somewhere else and they're just using a different structure. Or, because, I mean, that happens all the time. Back when I was looking in real estate, you ran into these contractors all the time where they would go bankrupt and just open up under a new name. So they didn't have to worry about the old business. They just close the old business down, claim bankruptcy under that business, and then just open up a new business and just start all over again. Like, it was kind of silly how easy it is to do that. So I'm assuming to an extent that could be done on a larger scale. But it could just be like someone had said on YouTube, one of the comments, that they could have just sold like their shell to F1 trades. But as you guys saw in my video, they pretty much just copy pasted stuff right from the SureTrader website. So who knows? I'm hoping we'll figure it out the further we go into it. Gotcha. I mean, TradeNet is one of them things where you can use it, but it's kind of like almost paying for a demo account because it's almost like you shouldn't really expect to get anything back out of it. It just seems to be the way that they run things over there. So it's one of them things where it's like, yeah, you can kind of pay the upfront $350, $375, whatever it is, if you get the deal for the small account, and just kind of use that as a training account per se. I actually have nothing against doing that, but at the same time, you're gonna get the idea of how commissions work and platform fees, and you're gonna understand how the market really works. So when you get away from TradeNet, it'll actually be a good thing because you'll actually kind of advance in all of those aspects. 100,000 shares? Yeah, I wouldn't say there's any problems with that. I haven't had any issues trading anything. I mean, I've never tried to trade a stock that's basically standing still as far as getting filled. so I can't answer that for you. But even just something like this, where it's only getting 20,000, sometimes less than 20,000 every 2 minutes, I've never had an issue with that. Yeah, of course, man. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. We answer questions. I don't like to brag about it, but I always say that we like to be truthful and transparent. That's two of the main goals here on this channel. So every time you come here, you know that there is zero bullshit. That's goal number one. Everything that you see will be the truth. Everything that you hear will be transparent. I guess those should have been backwards, huh? Everything that you see will be transparent, and everything that you hear will be truthful. He is patiently waiting on his rice. I think when the rice is done, I might actually get out of here, unless you guys have some questions. I usually, around this time, if I am still here, I'll say I'm going to wait till about 12 to get out of here. But I'll get out of here a little bit earlier today, unless you guys have questions. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Comments, concerns, anything. About anything. That's how I like it. It doesn't have to be trading related. It can be about anything. I like keeping the conversation going. Engagement is something that I enjoy, because trading's boring, right? Trading is boring. If it's not boring, you're not doing it right. I say that all the time. So to have a nice little community here where we can just talk amongst ourselves, it's nice. I'm just the host. We're all together. One thing I like about SureTrader, I always can get in stocks right before halt. With TradeNet, I can use this strategy. You can't, you mean? Yeah, with CMEG, CMEG operates, I would assume, as close to a real broker as you can get. I mean, to me, I consider them a real broker. They're just offshore. And, I mean, I feel like they're acting as if they were a U.S. broker, just not in the U.S., because they know that they can offer the ability for U.S. citizens to trade without the PDT rule. I think that's like the main goal behind a broker like CMEG. I think SureTrader was the same way, but you could also, with SureTrader, just make an account and fund it with your credit card. That's just red flag number one, and you should be running once you figure that out. CMEG goes through a thorough process, just like a real broker would do, just to make sure that you're not using, drug money or, just whatever kind of money you shouldn't be using to fund a trading account. They go through all the proper steps, just like a real broker would do. And a lot of people complain about that, right? A lot of people are like, well, SureTrader, you can have an account the next day. Well, guess what? SureTrader's closing down now because of that. I don't know if that's exactly the reason why, but I'm sure it has something to do with it. I'm sure they weren't exactly following all the rules and regulations. Oh, it's done. rice? Nom, 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 Uh-oh, you're getting to the bottom of that range. Look at the volume on that's kind of crap too right now. Been and shut. Really not much else going on, guys. Give it to 45. That'll be my cutoff. Unless we get some engagement. Have an order to buy MCD. Let's see, MCD. At 188. Things really gapped down today, huh?
Stop that, you kids. You scared me. Hey. Where's Papa? Outside.
I wish you luck with that one, good sir. Reminds me, I wonder if my Weeble account money went through. Oh, not yet. What? Oh yeah, don't get it on your blanket.
All you have to do is ask, and you'll get it. You have no idea how lucky you are. You even smell like rubber. Go take a shower.
It's okay. Eat your rice and you can have it. Do you want to go upstairs now?
Hey, that was great. Let's do it again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,
Some yummy rice.
60, 70,
Try to get it in
80,
this
100.
That's yummy.
Let's do it one more time. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Yeah, I opened up a Weeble account because they do that. You get 2 free stocks for free, just for depositing $100. So I was like, hey, why not throw $100 on there and see if I get lucky with the stock that they give me. Why don't you buy extended dips? I see you like shorting only. Just very short bias because my account size. I'm trying to build it, and that's kind of my bread and butter. I feel more confident that the short side will win in most cases. So it's kind of just what I stick with at the moment. In the future, I plan to play the other side. I'm just not playing it right now. I play them on paper every once in a while. You'll see in some of my videos that I play them on paper, but Sohu, I actually almost played Sohu short as well this morning. But yeah, no, that's actually a really good one. Nice extended move down. Just didn't really like the volume on this one either. There was Uber was the one today that was a better example to me. Because we scroll back, we see like this previous support here. It was broken. Look at the big move down on a lot of volume. So I would be more so looking to buy something like that, a dip play. So because this is basically the same move that I'm playing, just in reverse. And we got the move back to VWAP, and then now it's just consolidating. So that's kind of what I look for. And we will eventually get there. We're just not quite there yet with playing the long side of things. Longs take longer. I just am more comfortable playing the short side. but we will get there eventually. Just like if you look up on my scanner screen, I have the scans for the longs, the opposite side of it. I just don't quite use it. Like this, I have. Why is it doing that? Oh, because I have it plugged in wrong. Crappers. Here, let me. I'll just take a picture of it. So this is what my scanner screen looks like. And down here are the minus I3 scans, which are the same thing I'm looking for, just in reverse. So, as you can see, they happen pretty much just as much. It's pretty much a toss-up of whether you like to long or short, but the scanners give you both. So any other questions? Got about a minute and a half here till 11:45. I'm going to get out of here so I can go lay him down as well as make the video. I'm going to try the old speed up process again. Like I'm going to show the whole trade on both of these, but this one won't take that long. And then just slow it down when it comes to like the key points of me talking and stuff. So I kind of like that idea because then there's really no cuts, which is kind of nice. So we'll see how that works out. Tuesdays and Thursdays it might not be able to happen because it'll just be like a ton of just nothing. But we'll see how it works. Anybody have any last questions? If not, hopefully you have a good rest of the day. I'll catch you guys. We'll be live streaming again Wednesday morning. And yeah, obviously I can, if you want to jump in the Discord, if you have any questions, you can ask me in there. Twitter, you can ask me there as well. But yeah, if not, I will catch you guys later. Feel free to stop by the video after I post it. Give that a like. Get the YouTube algorithm going. It's pretty nice. We're trying to get up there towards 1,000 subs just because it's awesome. And of course, we'll get monetized for the pennies that we'll make off of that. So it's always fun. And it just shows me that you guys are awesome and support me. But if that's all we got, looks like we'll kind of count down here for the last 10 seconds. I don't see anything moving. It's definitely lunchtime. I'm getting hungry. Hopefully you guys, I don't know where everyone's from. I know like Constantine, he's in bed right now because he's over in Japan. And that is the goal, Christian. Keep learning. So with that said, guys, I will catch you later. Have a good day. Peace.